Hey everyone, before we begin, the chess puzzle has been solved. The answer's on the screen right now. You want to go to the end game version of the antechamber, and you're going to punch in all these pieces in the right spots. And if you do that all correctly and you activate it with what used to be the undo button, a chest is going to spawn in with some loot. And you can also play a cutscene, but the cutscene has already been uploaded to YouTube. I think it's on the main Destiny channel or whatever if you want to just go check it out. As for this video, well, it's like chess mania right now in Destiny. And while we were waiting around figuring out what to do with the next part of the puzzle, Sweatsicle challenged me to a match of chess. And it was a match of all time. I'll just put it that way. Enjoy. Why is chess relevant? Brother, it's always been relevant. Chess will be asking you when you've been relevant. Does he want to play me in chess? All right, I'll play Sweat in the game.
See, what if Datto's lying and he's like Grandmaster, you know? What if I'm getting baited?
Oh God, what's my login?
He won a Twitch Rivals chess tournament? I just don't believe that.
We won, dude! We won the whole thing!
I had no doubts.
I'm getting so many Doritos. Sweat doesn't know I've won a Twitch Rivals tournament. He might be better than me just because he has played recently.
All right, chat, here we go. We just gotta wait for him to accept.
He wants to play a 30-minute game.
Chat, I don't know any openings. Somebody please help, dude.
All right, what's he doing? Okay. He's getting a little different with it. Where's your protect center? Playing a little Caro? I don't know how to play the Caro. I don't know how to play against the Caro.
Do I want to mirror Datto here?
Yeah, all of my chess knowledge has gone out the window.
Do I mirror?
Should I long castle? Would that be sick? The problem with this method is I kind of trap my bishop in here, but I think I'm just gonna swing it out and then get out here and kind of.
I like where this is going.
He's going a little modern defense here. I mean, it's a little late to go into the modern, but he's asking chat for help. What the F? You can't ask chat for help. Bro's playing the Caro modern defense. Isn't Queen kind of trapped now? I mean, it is in the short term, but I'm not really too concerned about that. Right now, I'm concerned with King's safety and then developing the board.
Do I go for a bishop trade here?
Right, so like next move is probably gonna be like a knight f3, castle, get the king to safety, and then develop pieces.
You're playing the Caro modern defense? I don't know what the f that means.
Okay, interesting. Well, we could just trade, but he kind of gets to develop, but like you don't really want knights on the side of the board. So he's gonna have to spend another turn developing. I'll do a little tradesy. And then what I could do is I could try to scare it off, right? Because he's gonna have to make another, so I get to develop my queen a little bit more, right? And he goes here, I take, although he could take back with that, but then his bishop's just gonna out in Narnia, or he's gonna have to run back and basically lose a turn. See, there we go. We do kind of pin my bishop in here. I wouldn't mind taking more control of the center and giving my bishop like an open lane here. Okay, interesting move. So we could do like a here, takes, kind of a deal if we wanted to.
Stream snipe Datto and see where his pieces are.
It's not like I guess you kind of want to do this instead. We could also just take this pawn. Yeah, let's keep on the pressure. Stream snipe him to see where his pieces are. That's a good idea. I loaded up. His pieces are on the other side of the board. Yeah, I just want to get my knight out. I think we'll be in decent shape. Okay, so we can do a takes. Kind of isolates the queen pawn here.
Did he actually pull a whiteboard out? Are you trolling? Are you guys serious right now? He did not pull out a whiteboard, bro.
Does make it a little bit annoying, but he's gonna have a tough time supporting it. I mean, he can come out with the bishop, but then we can kind of go up. You know, we can develop this. We can develop this. So I would do a takes. I'll do a takes. Okay. So now he's got to come out and support this pawn pretty immediately. So what we could do, keep building the chain. We could like just launch our queen out here and kind of freak him out.
I wonder what's the strategy behind him not developing like any of his pawns.
I kind of want to do like a freak out play. Like I don't think he'll expect it, but I think for now we'll set up some pressure on applying pressure to the rook will make him confused. Yeah, I kind of want to come out swinging with like a really off-kilter move, because then he'll think that he's like, oh, he's about to do something crazy, and then he's gonna panic. And then I just keep developing normally. The only issue this creates, if he does not come over here, then I'm not gonna go over this way. Or if he doesn't do that, then I think I'm gonna do a little yo.
I force bishop here? Or do I push the knight? Or not the knight, the pawn?
I also wouldn't mind getting some of these pawns up the board pretty soon here. Start getting the rooks into the game, because as soon as I can castle, then I can put even more pressure on this pawn. And if this pawn ever goes down, like, honestly, it's kind of GG.
So I can either line the bishop up to push him out. He already has one of your bishops. I mean, we force traded. We're one bishop each.
How difficult is chess on a scale 1 to 10? It's pretty hard, man. It's a lot of memorization starting out. It's like a lot of memorizing openers, and like you can probably grind to like 1500 strictly on knowing like openers and defenses. After that, it takes a lot more. There's so much to learn. There's so goddamn much to learn. There's so many openings to learn. Like you could get good at like one particular opening. If someone doesn't know how to deal with it, then like you can just win from that. But the same happens in reverse, right? Like if you don't know how to play against their opening, then you might be screwed. Okay, he might be trying to develop the queen side. I foresee a pawn coming up this way here.
So I'm not sure if he's trying to reline the queen here or what the goal is.
Which is a good move, which means preemptively, I feel like I probably want to be moving my bishop, because otherwise it's gonna get trapped in here and he can just like pawn march down the board. But if I deploy out here and then he decides to come down this way, then my queen can launch up for an attack and scoop a pawn and put him in check. So I think I'm gonna try to scare him. Just make sure we got no lines here. Okay, he could put me in check. That would be a little scary, but we can just kind of pawn block here.
Oh, I just realized this is B. This is not B.
I almost want to go on like the counter offensive, or I could do like a pawn here, shut this down, takes, rook comes up. You know what I'm saying? So we go here. He still comes down anyway, takes, although he could take this way, but then we're still kind of able to sneak out.
Because if he doesn't develop his knight or queen here, I don't think it's going to go very well.
Or could also do this, put pressure on this guy, and then if he just takes, then sure, I get to develop and then castle.
Is Datto better than the turtle? I'm not sure yet. I feel like he's plotting something, but I'm not sure what he's plotting.
I think I'm gonna slow down his approach here, because I know he wants to do this.
Yeah, okay, so he sees it. Does he see this coming?
And if there's one thing that I was very bad at...
Wait, I can force a double take here though, right?
It was moving my pawns. Like I just don't use my damn pawns. But really, if I can just get rid of this guy, it will be in a good spot. The problem is I just don't know if he knows that I know what's going on.
You don't sack a rook? I know, but I'm up a piece here in this fight.
I also want to start developing my pieces again, you know? If anything, like I might just do a yo to yo kind of deal, just so I can make this happen. Assuming a lot about what he's... I don't know what he knows. I don't know what he knows. Okay, bishop's coming out. Honestly, this was like his biggest asset, and I feel like he just kind of threw it away.
But why? Is he trying to stack up my pawns here? What's the joke?
Like, he's got to take. You're not going to just let that slide. I mean, maybe I could see a world where you develop the Connect 4. Yeah, but he was not. He was not going to do that. So now he's in a tough spot with his pawns. And now I can make the Connect 4, but I really just want to get rid of this guy. I might just sack the pawn just to get my piece developed, or I could just go here and then yoink it, because he's got really no good way of protecting it.
What, the Datto's chat and they're bullying you? Shut up, bruh.
The only way he can really protect it right now is to bring his queen all the way down, which could get him out of a jam. But I, in response, could prevent the move with c4. We do lose the pawn chain there, but I don't think he knows anything about pawn chains. So I'm going to try to prevent the move, because look, his queen is just stuck. His queen cannot go damn anywhere. If the only thing would be like a queen trade. I'm gonna bring the knight so I can get my rook into the game. We can finally castle.
So he's either making a play for the queen or...
But then he can bring the pawn down and kind of kick me out, and then we'd have to kind of come back here. But then I could kind of bounce this way to try to take it in the first place. And then he's got to have the rook here, basically. But then even if I leave it there, we have the queen. I don't know. I kind of want to leave him with this, like, awful pawn stack. Okay, there's queen developed. So we can protect this pawn and protect this pawn by moving this up. Queen gets the vision on b2 pawn. We hang on to this pawn, no problem. I am worried maybe about a little infiltration here, but the knight covers, and the queen is just like literally by itself. It's got like no support. So I think I'm gonna make the connect 4. Otherwise, yeah, I think the queen's just kind of stuck. And now we have this insane pawn chain here.
Interesting strategy, Mr. Datto.
And I'm not sure. I mean, he's really got to start developing. He's got a castle. We got options.
I do not like how my things are stacked. I don't know if I should develop the knight.
We can come over here, threaten here, although he can't even get to here anymore because, like, queens don't move like that. Yeah, if I can get here, this is going to be really annoying to castle.
He's not going to be able to move those pawns. That's the thing.
I really do want to castle myself because if I can...
I need to do something with my rook.
If I can get this rook over here to just threaten this, like, once this falls, it's going to be a problem for him. No, I never messaged Narodisky. I don't really have him, like, on speed dial or anything. To him, that event was like, I got signed up for this Twitch Rivals thing. You know, it was another day in the office. And for me, it was, like, one of the greatest moments of my life.
And my queen's kind of trapped, huh?
Because he's thinking on this one. I think he was looking for this, and as soon as this happened, he was like, oh, no.
I don't like this. I need to do something with my knight.
Yeah, I think this move effed up his life.
He's kind of got me here. So I either need to move my queen, I need the castle, or I need to move the knight. One of the two.
He said you got him. I mean, here's the thing, is like, piece-wise, we're dead even, obviously.
Yeah, I could apply outwards pressure too, I thought about that.
But like, his board position is so ass.
But he could just progress too, so yeah, that's probably the best course of action, to be honest.
Like, I might be like a +3 or +4 on board position. Okay. Coming to break the pawn chain here. So dude takes. Does leave my pawn here vulnerable, I will say. That's a good move. That is a good move. How do we want to play it?
It's an interesting position for him to play because his queen can't really do much unless he switches to white space.
So we could develop. Just let him take. I take back. Queen tries to go after that, but we're kind of protecting it. I kind of just want to leave it be. I want to develop the knight. New board. Okay. I think I'm going to develop knight because I think that'll also freak him out. Now it does mean that this pawn is protected for now.
What is the purpose of this?
And I could see him pushing down, but then I can just bounce back. And if he pushes down again, I just bounce right back.
So I take the pawn here, right? Because he's forced to take pawn or I take again. I just don't see what him playing his knight is going to do here.
If anything, I could see this going to time.
Oh no, because I take, he takes, he can retake, then I would take, then he would take, so I'm missing a layer here. So I either fortify or I play the pawn and see what he does. I need to fortify before I do anything.
Knight development blocking his own defense of the pawn. Interesting move. Very interesting move.
Just hung your pawn? I didn't though.
Which would also develop another defender of the pawn, as he has 2 attackers to my 2 defenders.
Because he has no retake if he advances. So now I win this fight no matter what.
That is a move. That is a move. Let's try it. Why not? And if the queen moves literally anywhere, I can fork.
Okay, so I take, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. He takes. So it's a force. I guess this is just gonna be like a triple trade here.
Can I start calling out blunders? I think that was like one of the worst moves he probably could have done. You know, obviously you have like dumb moves like, oh, I'll just move my rook, or I move my rook like that, or like move my king over here or something. But like, he blocked the defense of this pawn, which was going to be my main attack.
So I'm not gonna be able to realign my rook in time here though, which is what I would ideally want to do.
Like I wanted to challenge this, and I did. And he had perfect defense, and then he ruined it because he was trying to develop. So that was not an ideal maneuver. And now I just need him to panic with the queen for a sec.
I take, he takes, I take, he takes, I take, he takes. Unless there's another solution here. I almost should have moved this pawn first. B5.
I still really want to, castle.
Yeah, I kind of myself, huh? I can move the king. Yeah, I'm thinking either king f7 or d7.
Someone tell him to hurry up, man. Oh my god. Oh.
I could advance this pawn too.
I mean, hurry up, but nice.
Advancing this pawn would block this lane. Datto says hurry up. I'm trying! Okay, I'll play speed chess, bro. Alright.
Okay. Alright, what's he cooking? What is he cooking? Opened up an attack here. 1-2 to our 1-2 defenders. So I'm not too worried about that. I really do. I think it's castle time, man. I think it's castle time. A5. I'm a little more worried about A5 now because of something like that. He has 2 defenders. He's got 2 defenders of A5. I only have 1. And this pawn can now no longer move up. So I'm a little worried about that.
There's one play I want to do, but his knight is not doing me any favors here.
I think the move is either castle or just keep pushing P, man. Scares the knight down here, which we could take. I'm not going to pawn B4. It's a little thing known as N peasant. Google it.
Yeah, so I either need to threaten knight with the king, or the knight needs to go back and tucked away so the queen has an angle.
I'm thinking this or I'm thinking this. I kind of want to be more aggressive because I think if I'm more aggressive, he's gonna get scared and then he's gonna run into problems. If I check, I don't think he can castle anymore, and shutting that down would be nice. It's gonna force a move. Here's the thing: if I pawn, he's got some shenaniganery here. I do have my queen, but I'm a little worried about some shenanigans down there. But let's put on the pressure.
Well, he's gonna use the pawn to block here. That's the only thing.
Well, see, now we've blundered this. I should have castled. Only if he notices. He might notice. I think he might notice. If he doesn't, I think I'm pushing takes. But I think my next play is like this thing needs to go. This thing needs to go, man. Okay, he ran scared.
Because I think he's going to go for an advance here. Maybe not, because then actually that unblocks my pawn.
Here, this presents a problem. That does present a problem. Queen gets it out of the way, and we can start gobbling some pawns. Mayhaps. D4 sack queens. He could still come down here anyway. I've considered just hitting him with a check just to kind of scare him. And I'm wondering if that would work. D6, knight C7, we get captured? Question mark? A queen trade like this. I would have the double stacked pawns.
Now that I think about it, I didn't even see it until just now, because now I have a fork between the rook and the queen.
Let's see what he does.
Okay. Now do I do a forced queen trade here? No, wait, this is exactly what this is the first thing I thought about. Now he gives up, he has to give up his rook. Either that or I'm hitting backdoor.
I don't know. Okay. Now I mean, that's a castle.
Except there's no fork with my knight here, unfortunately. Like I wish there was.
I think we castle.
This is still not a bad position to be. Really? Okay. Yeah, castle there's not a bad idea.
I'm not too worried about knight c7 because I don't know if he's gonna do much about it. Although he just saw me castle, so now he might be like, oh shit, I should castle.
I mean, here's the thing, is I can still advance b5.
Yeah, depending on what he does, my number one move is this.
I think I advance the knight so I can fork the rook. Yeah, my knight isn't covering anything anyways.
Okay. He moves. I capture. He's gonna capture. He's got 2 attackers on my rook, but I might be able to swing in the queen at that point. So we either get rook out or we go for the fork. Do we get rook out?
The only thing he can do is retreat his rook, right?
I think we probably do. And then the queen is just kind of like not really sure what it's doing. It could probably come here, but then we can just take. His queen is not having a good time right now.
I'm pretty sure all I have to do is move this to one side or the other.
He's probably kind of trying to come after my pawn, right?
I have a vision.
He's coming after my pawn. If he wins a pawn, whatever, I win a rook. Even if its rook is like not in the game in the slightest.
He's forced to move a rook again, otherwise I fork with a knight.
It's still a pretty big deal. So I think we're gonna do that, right? It's the same thing here. So we're going in.
Interesting.
And he really does not have many choices.
Okay, so the question is do I castle here? Can't castle and check? Oh, that's kind of lame.
Okay. If we take, he has this, and I would have to take, and that's not good. But what if we like pushed for some more checks, right? Let's say we go here.
Chat, I only have 4 minutes.
What if we like pushed for some more checks, right? Let's say we go here. He's got to keep moving. He can't stay here. He's got to go here.
I see what I did wrong there. Depending on where he repositions his knight, then I should still be able to take his knight though, because I'm gonna have a fork and then I can move for an angle. I'm wasted one move basically.
Here he can't go back this way. He could come down. Check. What if we did this, and then if he did this, then I come out? We wouldn't have the support of the knight.
Yeah, because if this fork doesn't work, then I'm pretty sure he wins.
Yeah, let's just scare him. Check pushes him down here. Right here, here. Could come back down. He could also go back. Going back, I don't know how great of an idea that is, but he could go back. If he comes here, we go here. Okay.
I think I need to move towards the middle of the board because I need to leave the rooks there. I want to place this fork, but he's fucking me so hard.
And then, oh, do we just win? Do we just win? I think we just win. It's checkmate in 2. That was not it.
Wait.
Because he can escape this way. I threw.
What's the joke here?
Just move it back. We have a perpetual then, but that's not how we win. But it is funny. It is funny. But he could pawn block, and then I'm out of checks. Do we take the knight now? Commit to the bit. All right, let's see here. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does.
This is coming down to speed chess, boys. Yeah, I was gonna say that's his only move is to put me back in check here.
We'll commit to the bit.
Now, do I move back down or up?
Because if he moves down, then we have like G4.
Moving up wouldn't hurt me, I don't think, unless he progresses his pawn. Yeah, actually, I need to move down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm worried now about like running out of moves here.
And that would have forced his queen to move? Shit. Well, there's my free chance.
Hmm.
What the fuck is he doing?
Okay. He did not go for this.
Now that's the time for the fork, boys.
He did not go for this.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
He went for the fork instead. Now, what if I queen sack? That would go crazy, dude. Yeah, I really want to play H3. If we here, sure, you take, but then like, what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna take you back. And if you take here, we could, I did also see like just slam down the board. Because if knight takes, well, he would probably push down here. I would have to. I didn't mean to do that.
I see the vision.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I want to do that next turn.
I don't remember which one I take, because I could take here, then queen takes, then I take, or king takes.
Okay. I mean...
Wait, did I might have blundered this, actually.
I'm throwing... Bro, I haven't played chess in 3 years. What do you want from me? I want better. I'm sorry.
I need to block with my rook here.
I don't see it. I mean, I see some like take rook or take pawn. Probably want to bring the queen up. They just kind of escape that way. But I think I know my next play. Yeah, check. He has to go back. Check. And I think that's mate.
Is he mate here?
Yippee!
God damn it, no!
I cannot wait to see this game. Let's see how horrible this game was.
Nice tactical find in this game. Let's review.
Okay. Let's see. Game rating 1150. I don't feel like I played 1150 at all.
Opening with the king's pawn controls.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So he's a little caro. All book moves. Oh, gee, brother. How do you want me to? Okay. We gotta take that one move at a time, man. Interesting move with the bishop there. We just traded. I had a better option. This is not bad. Okay, they wanted me to push the pawn even more. I thought about it. Allows opponent to kick a knight, which I do. Threatens to win a queen. We take. Not the best move. They wanted me to castle. I just didn't want a long castle. Missed an opportunity to develop a knight off its starting square. Yeah, they wanted him to attack the pawn chain, which I then strengthened, but, oh, they wanted me to go here sooner. Okay. But we lost the advantage. They wanted me to push. Okay. They did not want to take. Chase the knight away. They could have capped the pawn. I called out that blunder right there. Had a chance to play something better. They wanted me to go all the way. Okay. This is an opportunity to capture a queen that was threatening material. Oh, they just wanted to force the queen trade. Lose the rook, but the positioning was losing no matter what. Well done, an excellent move. They also suggest this. Missed an option. Oh, they wanted me to just capture. That would have been crazy, dude. Yeah, I was a little worried about the pawn because then we ran out of checks, right? Kind of called that. Permits the opponent to win a rook through an eventual fork. They wanted him to come this way. Yeah, this I hit on accident. This allows forced mate in 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, my accuracy was 74. That seems high. My opening got an exclamation point. 98.3 or 93.8. Yeah, not my finest work, but I haven't played in a very long time, so GG's.